This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.
You are now listening to the Life in Football podcast. Check out the new website, lifeinfootball.com. Once again, the website is lifeinfootball.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to the Life in Football podcast, baby. I'm your host, Mike Fee.
And this your coach, Colin Moore. You know we loving life and enjoying football.
Top-notch coaches all around the world. Top-notch coaches all around the world. Today, our very special guest is Miss Kady Knight. And I'm going to give her the title as a coach because she's doing her thing right now for Campbell University as the director of football operations in the pro liaison. And the thing what's so amazing about it, she's from North Carolina. And if y'all haven't heard of Campbell University, they're doing some major things out there. Nice stadium, nice turf field, beautiful uniforms. They have a fan base that's supporting them out of this world, and she helping them to get to higher levels. And then she's all behind the scenes as a pretty much. She with the players, she with the coaches, she getting all the info out, she getting all the everything set up for the pro day, making sure this going on. She talking to Scott. She also getting everything set up for travel wise and for the I guess the new incoming recruits as well. She has her hands in a lot of different places that I think get underrated a lot of time where people just kind of focus on the head coach. And no disrespect to the head coach, but they need people in place to help them be successful. But with that being said, I'm going to quit running my mouth and we're going to go ahead and let Simo bring on.
How you doing, Miss Knight?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's a blessing to have you on. And I want to get right into your story. So how did you actually know, or when did you know that you actually wanted to work in football?
Well, my story is a little bit interesting. I did grow up in North Carolina, and I knew absolutely nothing about football. I knew what the offense, I knew what the defense was. That's about it. And I came to Campbell University, and we had football here, and I watched a few games. And then we hired Coach Minner, and I had no idea who he was, to be honest. And my junior year, I was doing an internship that I absolutely hated. And I got an email that said, football is looking for an intern to do video and a little bit of ops stuff. So I said, let me just try this out. I might like it. Well, I did it. And that season was Coach Minner's second season here at Campbell, and I helped with the video, putting filming practices, filming games, everything like that. And then I also helped on the ops side, and I didn't do as much as I do now, but I did help. And then after that season, Coach Minner said, I'd like you to work on our travel for the next fall. So I did that. I worked on our travel, and I was a senior, still finishing my degree. So I did both together. And then after I graduated, Coach Minner said, I'm going to bring you on full time. So he hired me full time, and it's been uphill since. And now as you mentioned, I do all the NFL stuff. I do all of our finances. I do our travel. I help with recruiting. I kind of do it all. And thanks to Coach Minner for taking a shot on me.
Now, that's a big time blessing, because the main thing you said that triggered everything was you was already doing an intern that you didn't like. And most people sometimes, once they get their degree, they go into the real world and find out, oh, I don't like the job. Now you're trying to scramble, but by then, you done got somebody that you want to be with and probably want to get married, probably want to get a house. And now you got to try to make that change. You found yours early just by reading the email. And then it just flowed from there. So when you did the video in Summer of Ops, did you know which one that you actually liked it before he picked you to lock you in at one?
I like the ops piece because the video we use a system that's very complicated, and I got confused all the time.
Okay. So then right after that, you ran off. Now, with you doing the pro side,
hmm
how is that working with the NFL scouts coming in, and you get to talk to the scouts and probably the GMs and everybody else involved on the NFL side?
Yeah, that's interesting. So they'll contact me, hey, what's your practice like this week? Can I come in? And I'm like, yep, absolutely. And we let them have full reign here at Campbell. They come in, we set them up in an office. They meet with our coaching staff. They meet with our athletic trainers, our strength coaches, and then I'm like, hey, what players do you want to talk to? They talk to whoever they want. They come out to practice. We do not put any handcuffs on them. They can do whatever they want when they're here. And then like they'll text me throughout the week after games, hey, how is so and so? What's going on? What's the update? So we just try to be very fluid in the information to the NFL because we know that there's no reason to hide anything. And Coach Minter's the same way. So that's how we handle it here at Campbell.
Now, see, I want to know a little bit of, I guess, some more of your upbringing, so to speak, as people say. Like, how was it for you growing up, and who helped you to become the person that you are today?
So I am actually an only child, and my parents raised me to just go out there and just try it, just figure it out, try it. I grew up showing horses, and I grew up in Wilmington, but my horses were located in Raleigh. So every weekend I would drive 2 hours. So I grew up that way. I grew up trying to figure it out on my own, um, and they supported me. They pushed me. They said, "You can do this. You can go out there. You can compete." And that's where I got my huge competitive advantage. And I just want to win all the time. So I really have to thank it to my parents for pushing me all the way. And they pushed me through Campbell when I hated that internship. And I got this email about football. They said, hey, you might like it. Just go try it. Just go try it. And if you don't like it, it's just an internship. So they pushed me and pushed me to continue to try new things. And that's where I am today.
So to continue that conversation about, your upbringing and, your relationship with your parents, how did you end up at Campbell? Like even just started going to the school. Did your parents encourage you to go there, or was them friends coming out of high school going there?
So I never heard of Campbell either until my senior year. And I was just driving on the highway and there was a billboard and it said Campbell University. And I was like, okay. So I Googled it, looked it up, came on a visit, absolutely loved Campbell. Campbell here is all about family. Everybody knows you. Your professors are going to know you. The classes are not huge. Everybody just wants to see you succeed. And that's what I really loved about Campbell. And so that's why I chose to come here.
Do you think your competitive drive made it that much better for you working in ops when you got so much to do and you taking care of it and making it run smooth for everybody else?
Yes, because I want it done and I want it done correctly. And to me, that's a win. So if travel goes correct, that's a win for me. If, we come in under budget or whatever, that's a win. If we get a guy to the NFL, that's a win. So
All of
those
that is,
drives makes me tick every day.
I like that. I like that. So you get to give it your all, making sure everybody else giving they all and they come out on top. It's like you come out on top. I
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
Did now what were you actually gonna be before football came into the picture?
Honestly, I had no idea. So I came into Campbell as an accounting degree, and I did like it. And then I realized I don't want to sit behind a desk my whole life. So then I switched to marketing. And when I told my mom, and she was like, I knew you would switch to marketing. And so then I did an internship with a marketing firm, and I wasn't a huge fan. And so that's kind of how it happened, honestly.
Now, was any of your parents interested in sports, or did they play any sports growing up?
Yeah, they played sports. My dad played basketball and my mom played softball in high school.
Now,
They didn't go for college.
okay, that was gonna
Yeah.
be my next question. So my last question for you, and this is just information that could help others, who may be seeking an opportunity for graduation or trying to figure out what should be a major. What is something that you can give our audience, that something that they should try to look at or think about doing for us being successful, not just in the sports wise, but looking for a career?
I would just say do internships. Just do the work. It may not pay you, but just do the work because it's going to pay off in the end.
Man, y'all heard it right here. That's some great information that we just heard, and it's some inspiring information as well, because she's giving you insight in her life and something that all of us struggle with at times. I had to go through it. Seymour had to go through it. Okay, what do I want to go as a career? Or maybe, okay, what do I want to major in? Or what do I want to end up doing for the rest of my life? And sometimes none of us have that question, but God have it. But all of us around here scrambling around and we trying to figure it out, and it just take a day to day, I guess, time to put forth the effort and make sure you putting your best foot forward at anything, really. And I just want to thank Miss Knight again for coming on and giving this great, amazing story. And I just love how her parents were so supportive and just giving her the leeway, but at the same time letting her know, hey, at least go try it. And that's what I love to hear, when somebody, hey, go at least try it. Like sometimes when you could be sitting down and it might be something you don't even want to eat. And I be thinking that sometimes, like when I be seeing people, just try it. I mean, you ain't nobody making you do it. Just at least test it out. And I mean, if you ain't got no funds and no money to spend like that, that's a different story. But that's just a good note to know. Like sometimes check out something, because you might not know what a blessing is, or what's going to come and help you be successful later on in life, not just for that moment. And I want to thank Miss Knight again for coming on. And I got to give a shout out to Campbell University. They're doing some big things up there. They got a nice facility, a good coach. They got some big time things going on. And that's a university I think any player who's looking to play at the next level should give a look at. I'm going to leave y'all how I always leave y'all. Keep your head up and not down, or else you'll fall to the ground. This is the Life of Football Podcast. Catch you next time.
You are now listening to the Life in Football Podcast. Check out the new website, lifeinfootball.com. Once again, the website is lifeinfootball.com. Thanks for listening.